Determine the quadratic equation whose roots are x is equal to 3 plus root 2 and x is equal to 3 minus root 2. So before we try and solve this problem, let's think about a simpler case. So if I have a function, I'll call it g of x, that's equal to x plus 2 times x minus 3. And in this factored form, we know that the roots of this equation, when g of x is equal to 0, x has to be negative 2 here and 3 here. So negative 2 and 3 are the two different roots. So if we think about it in reverse, say we were given the roots first, notice that it would be in factored form as x minus this first root times x minus the second root. So let's apply that general idea to the roots that we're given. So our function, we can call f of x, would be equal to x minus the first root, which is 3 plus root 2, multiplied by x minus the second root, which is 3 minus root 2. So now we just have to multiply these two sets of parentheses out. So let's first simplify. So we have x minus 3 minus root 2 times x minus 3 plus root 2. So we have to multiply these two trinomials together. And doing that, this x would multiply into all three of these terms in the trinomial. So we have x squared minus 3x plus the square root of 2 times x. And then now the minus 3 will multiply into all three of these. So we have minus 3x plus 9 minus 3 root 2. And we'll do the same thing for this minus 2, multiplying it into all three of these. So we have minus root 2 times x plus 3 root 2, and minus root 2 times root 2 would be minus 2. And now we can combine like terms and simplify things that cancel out. Notice we have root 2x and minus root 2x. So this and this cancel. We have minus 3 root 2 and plus 3 root 2. So these cancel out. And then we only have one x squared term. So we know it's equal to x squared. And then we have a minus 3x here and a minus 3x here. So that's minus 6x. And then we have plus 9 and minus 2. So that becomes plus 7. So x squared minus 6x plus 7 is equal to the quadratic that we were trying to find, whose roots we were given.